Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Put Me in Coach podcast and YouTube channel. Today, I have a word for you. Today, I want to share something that I believe that's going to inspire you, motivate you, as well as encourage you. I have a question that I want to begin with today, my friend, and that question is, when was the last time you had to wait for something? Yes, when was the last time you had to wait for something? When was the last time you had to wait on someone? It may have been a situation where you had to wait for your food, maybe a situation where you was ordering something, you had to wait in line. You might have been in motor vehicle trying to get an ID, trying to renew some things, and you had to wait. You had a event coming up and you ordered something, you had to wait for it to come in the mail. Life, my friend, is about waiting. It's about waiting. And that's what I want to talk about today. Because we live in a time. We live in a time where nobody wants to wait. And we see, a lot of our fast food restaurants was pretty much, generated because people didn't want to wait. People didn't want to wait, for a home cooked meal. So we created fast food restaurants. People don't want to wait in line. So we have all these shortcuts to keep us from having to wait. But there are certain things, my friend, that in order for you to achieve those things, in order for those things to be that which you really have a desire for it to be, then it's essential that you wait. It's imperative that we learn how to wait. And I want to talk about waiting on your dreams. I want to talk about waiting on your dreams. I'm talking about waiting on that vision, that God has given you. Because I know you have a dream. I know you have a vision. I know you have, aspirations. I know it's things that you really, really desire to do. I know you desire to be happy. I know you desire to be successful. I know you desire to be healed. I know you desire to be delivered. But sometimes, my friend, we have to wait. And I think that's one of the challenges that many of us struggle with because we don't want to wait. And many of us, we struggle because we don't know how long we have to wait. And for some situation, it's not about the fact of us having to wait, but how long. When you go to a restaurant and it's kind of crowded in that restaurant and they tell you, well, you may have to wait an hour, before you can get served. And you look at, your life and you say, you know what, I don't have an hour. I can't wait an hour just to get in the door. And then I have to wait probably another 30, 40 minutes to get served. I don't have that time. So we have options. So we choose to move on or we choose to wait. And it all depends on how important that situation is to you. So we're talking about waiting. And how important is the thing that you're waiting for? And is it worth your waiting? And your dreams, my friend, it's worth waiting for. Your goals is worth waiting for. That breakthrough is worth waiting for. And it's going to take some time. And I want to share, a powerful passage of scripture with you today as it pertains to waiting on your dreams, as it pertains to waiting on the vision, that God has given you. And it says in the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2:1, it says, then the Lord replied, he said, write down the revelation, write down the vision, write down that which I have shown to you, and make it plain on tablets, so that a herald may run with it. For the revelation awaits an appointed time. It speaks of the end and will not prove false. Though it linger, wait for it. It will certainly come and will not delay. It said, though it lingers, you have to continue to wait for it. Because one thing about goals, one thing about dreams, the manifestation of those dreams, it doesn't happen when you want them to happen. Because that's a lot of things, there's a lot of variables, that has to be put in place. And one thing that I always appreciate, and I'm learning that God's timing is not our timing. I'm learning that God's ways are not our ways. God's thoughts are not our thoughts. How many of you have a vision? How many of you have a dream that you've been waiting for? I mean, you've been waiting for God. God showed you something. And you know it was God who showed it to you. You know it was God who revealed it to you. And you still waiting on it. Do you remember the story about Joseph? Yes, the story about Joseph in the Bible and how, Joseph was a young man who was favored by his father. And how Joseph was hated by his brothers. Joseph had a vision. Joseph had a dream. And when he shared his dream with his brothers and shared his dream with his father, they didn't know how to take Joseph. And as a result of the envy and the jealousy, his brothers decided to try to kill him. And they felt that if they get rid of Joseph, they can get rid of the vision. Listen, when God has called you to do something, really it's nothing that anybody can do that can stop you. It's nothing that anybody can do. And the only one that can hinder is you. And in many cases, and they looked at the vision, they say, so what are you saying? You're going to be over top of us? We're going to have to bow down to you. We have to answer to you. That was all they was able to see at the time. So they decided, we're going to get rid of you and see what come of this vision. But Joseph, he held on to the vision. After 17 years of being in prison, being isolated, away from his family, being abandoned by his loved ones. 17 years. And then not only being sold into slavery, but also going into prison after being in slavery. Going into prison after being falsely accused of something that he didn't even do. So all of these things was a threat, it appeared, to the vision that God has given him. Have you ever been in a situation, or are you in a situation where, God has given you a vision, whatever that vision may be, and it's things that's going on in your life, and it seems like these things are threatening the vision? It seems like the things that are going on in your life, it doesn't add up. So how God can you, show me a vision saying that I'll be doing this when I have all these limitations, when I'm in this situation right here? One thing I learned about visions, my friend, it doesn't matter where you start. It doesn't matter where you start. God show up when he decides to show up. He give you the vision when he decides to give it to you. When God gave me a vision about invisible ink, he gave me that vision while I was in prison. He gave me that vision while I was in a place of obscurity. And the vision that God gave me was that every people, nation, and tongue across the world, their dreams matter. The vision that God gave me is that it's never too late to rewrite your story. The vision that God gave me, that it's not too late to switch roles and to change character. And for the last 15, 20 years, that's been my message. Your dreams matter. It's your story, and you can rewrite it if you want to. The same message over and over again because of the vision that God has given me. Remember, the vision was given to me while I was in prison. While I was there, that's where the vision was given to me at. So it doesn't matter where he gave you the vision at, as long as he gave it to you. And now that you know that the vision came from God, it's clear. You wrote it down. He said, now you got to wait for it. And that's the problem that many of us face. We don't like to wait. We don't want to wait for it. We don't want to wait for it to come to pass because we don't control time. So we don't know how long it's going to take. But the reality is it doesn't matter. Just wait for it. And as you wait, continue to believe in the vision. As you wait, continue to prepare for the vision. As you wait, continue to do what you need to do. Because the vision that God has given you is bigger than you. The vision that God had given Joseph, it was bigger than Joseph. It wasn't about Joseph saving himself, but God had given Joseph a vision that was going to save a nation. And God, my friend, may have given you a vision. And that vision is not about you. It's bigger than you. If you have a vision from God, you can't, my friend, think that that vision was all about you. And you can't, my friend, expect that that vision is not going to be tried. It's not going to be tested. And many of us, what test our vision is time. Time is the great tester. I mean, how long can you wait? I mean, can you wait it out? How long can you persevere? And not only the fact of you persevering and waiting, but waiting with the right attitude. Persevering with the right attitude. Knowing that you continue to do all that you need to do. Knowing that you believe in what God has shown you, that it will come to pass. He said, though it linger, but he never told you how long it's going to linger. For Joseph, we're talking about a vision that lingered for over 17 years. But after the 17 years, as a result of Joseph's obedience, the people were delivered. They were saved from famine. And the Bible says that what the enemy meant for evil, that God meant it for the good. His brothers sold him into slavery thinking that they was being slick. Anybody ever do something wrong to you thinking that they was being slick, thinking that they was putting you in a bad situation? But God was still able to take that situation that appeared to be a bad situation and turn that situation around for the good. You may be in a situation right now and it appears to be a bad situation. And you don't understand it because it's not in line with the vision that God has given you. But God, my friend, he knows exactly what he's doing. So we have to learn how to trust that process. We have to learn how to trust that process and not give up on that vision. Not abandon that vision. For the last 15, almost 20 years, the same message. It's not too late to rewrite your story. It's not too late for you to change characters. It's not too late for you, my friend, to switch roles. Invisible ink, rewriting your story. That was the vision. And the vision, I had to wait for it. And I had obstacles and I had challenges and I had things that got in the way, that tried to discourage me from the vision. I got sick. It's 4 years. Not able to do the things that I have a passion to do. Feeling that the vision that God has given me, feeling that it was being threatened by sickness and mental illness. But at the end of the day, God brought me through. God delivered me. Because he said that vision that I've given you, it shall come to pass. He didn't say there wouldn't be things that's going to threaten the vision. He didn't say that there wouldn't be challenges, but he said it will come to pass. Because everything that you're going through is testing your character and it's preparing you. It's positioning you for the vision and the dream that you have. So I want to encourage somebody today. Keep waiting. And I know you don't like to wait because we don't always understand that waiting process. You know, it's one thing going into a restaurant and they telling you, well, you have to wait 45 minutes before you can eat. At least you know how much time you have to wait. But when it comes down to your dreams, when it comes down to your vision, when it comes down to something that God has given you, you don't know how long you have to wait. You just have to wait. And not only do you have to wait, my friend, but you have to continue to prepare yourself as you wait. Because your preparation is really going to determine if you really believe in the vision or not. Your preparation and continue to prepare yourself is going to be a key indication that you are truly waiting on God. That you truly trust God. You truly trust that the vision is greater than you. Are you waiting? Are you frustrated right now because you've been waiting for a while? And I just want to encourage you, my friend, don't get frustrated. Go back to the vision that you wrote down, that you were told to write down, revisit it, reevaluate it, and know if that vision came from God, then it will not tarry. Though it tarry, it will come to pass. It's going to come to pass. So I want to encourage somebody today, keep waiting, my friend. Don't become impatient. You know, when it comes to your dreams, when it comes down to your vision, don't become impatient. Because one thing about impatience, it leads to other things. And one of the things that impatience leads to, it leads to doubt. It leads to disbelief. So when you believe in something and you believe in something strongly, then you continue to pursue it. Because that's what faith is. Faith is hope for that. I don't have to see it. I don't have to physically see it because I saw it in my spirit. It was a revelation that was given to me. And it's going to come to pass. Your vision, my friend, it's going to come to pass. And everything that you're going through, your preparation, you know, the challenges that you're going through, the opposition that you're facing, all the tests that's been thrown at you, it's not in vain. Everything that's happening to you is happening for a reason. But I want you to keep this in mind, that despite all that the enemy has thrown at you to try to discourage you from that vision, you continue, my friend, to be resilient. You continue to bounce back. You continue to push forward. So you can't stop now. You can't quit now. So when it comes down to your dreams, when it comes down, you know, to the vision and the purpose for your life, you can't have that mindset of getting it quick. You can't have that mindset. You're not going to get it fast. You know, this is not a drive-through thing. You're not going to be able to just go through the drive-through and get it fast. This is not something where as though you're going to get it shipped overnight. Your vision, my friend, it doesn't work that way. Because it takes time to develop the vision and it takes time to develop you. Because you're responsible for that vision. So I need you, my friend. I need you to keep waiting. And I need you to keep preparing yourself, keep positioning yourself, and doing all that you need to do so that that dream, that vision, it will come to pass. But you have to continue to wait. And I'm not talking about idle waiting. I'm not talking about the type of waiting when you sitting around and you saying, God did this. God showed me this, and you doing nothing. If God reveals something to you, or if you have a burning desire, go for it. Go for it. And it doesn't matter, my friend, how long it takes. Continue to press through. Continue to go through. I had so many things that threaten the vision that God has given me. Mental health, physical health. I'm talking about all type of things coming my way, causing my vision to be blurred, causing me to question God, causing me to question myself. But at the end of the day, when the smoke cleared, I continue to stand. God continued to open up doors. He continued to clear the path. But he have to see how resilient I'm going to be, how determined I'm going to be. Joseph was in a dungeon, a dark dungeon in prison for something he didn't even do. And all these things transpired because of a vision that he had that led him to a place of obscurity. A vision that he had, that led him into slavery. And if you, my friend, if you're African American, if you're African, you understand that. He was sold as a slave. A slave. And the only thing that he had to take with him was that vision. The only thing he had to take with him was his dream. And that vision got him through. That vision is what comforted him at night. That vision is what gave him peace. That vision was his assurance that this too shall come to pass. But he still had to go through what he had to go through. And you have to go through, my friend, what you have to go through in order for you to get to where you need to get to. And when you get to that place, when you reach, my friend, that destination, you'll be able to look back and say what the enemy meant for evil, God, he turned it around for the good. But you have to continue to press through. And as you press through, my friend, continue to enjoy this journey. Continue to enjoy the journey, because the vision that God has given you, the dream that you have, it's not even about the destination. It's about the journey. It's about the journey. Continue to do the work. Continue to deliver the message. Continue to position yourself so that when God is ready, you, my friend, you'll be ready. And you won't have to go get ready. You have a vision. You have a dream. You have goals. You have desires. Wait for it. Wait for it. Though it tarry. It's been a while. Wait for it. I waited for a miracle. I waited to be healed from dizziness and anxiety. I waited for 4 or 5 years. But it came to pass. My deliverance, my healing, it came to pass. I didn't know when it was going to happen. And there were times where I even doubted if it was going to happen, because it didn't happen when I wanted it to. But as I continued to wait, and I waited with optimism, I waited with faith, believing that it can happen. And it happened. And it didn't happen when I wanted it to. But now I look back and I say, what the enemy meant for evil, God has turned for good, because it allowed me to be stronger. Everything that I went through, it allowed me to be stronger. Having brain surgery, it allowed me to be stronger. Facing situations where you got a 50-50 chance to even survive, not knowing if you're going to lose your mind. Everything that I went through, it made me stronger. And everything that you're going through, it's going to make you stronger. I know you've been through a lot. Because I don't know nobody who is successful. I don't know anyone who have lived their dreams that haven't been through anything. They all have a story. And we talking about Joseph's story. And we're able to talk about Joseph because Joseph had a story. We're able to talk about Joseph because Joseph waited for the vision. We're able to talk about Joseph because Joseph persevered. We're able to talk about Joseph, my friend, because Joseph didn't give up. And we want to talk about you. We want to be able to talk about you. We want to be able to hear your story because you was resilient, because you didn't give up. You didn't quit. Despite the challenges, despite being tested, despite being tempted. Yes, all of that comes with the vision. The vision, the dream, all of that, the tests, the temptations, the doubts, the fears, all of that comes with it. And it's part of your preparation. And it's going to help you, my friend, to become stronger. The faster you understand it, the faster that you embrace the fact that I have to wait, that, my friend, is going to make you stronger. So I want you to just take a moment and reflect back on everything that tried to threaten you, everything that tried to threaten your purpose, everything that tried to threaten, your livelihood, that tried to threaten everything, your dreams, your goals, everything that tried to threaten that. But you know what, my friend, you persevered. There were times where situations happened. You didn't even know how you was going to get through it. You didn't think that you could get through it. But now you look back and say, you know what? That's behind me now. That didn't work. Now what? So it's a lot of things, my friend. It's going to try to threaten it. It's going to threaten that dream, that vision that you have. You don't know anybody that had big dreams and goals and it wasn't threatened. It's going to be threatened. It's going to be threatened by people who don't believe in you. It's going to be threatened by people who don't believe in your vision. Yes, it's going to be threatened by fears and doubts, fears of inadequacies, feeling that you're inadequate, feeling that, you're not smart enough. Yes, it's going to be threatened by all type of things. But you too, my friend, can persevere. Because if you have been given a vision or a dream, it's one thing that you have to keep in mind. That you, my friend, are not alone. Because if God gave it to you, He's going to see you through it. He's going to see you through it. There were times when I didn't know if I was going to make it. There were times where I was scratching my head, like questioning God, like, I don't understand all this. How can you call me? How can you have chosen me? How can you have given me a vision and also given me a thorn? How can you give me a vision but also giving me opposition? See, opposition and visions go together. Thorns and blessings, it all goes together. So you have to persevere. You have to push through what you're going through. And know that it's going to come to pass. You're going to be okay. Just continue to press. Just continue to press. Continue to work on you. Continue to be optimistic. Don't give up. Don't give up on things that you don't understand. Don't give up because you have to wait. Don't give up, my friend, because the wait, it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it at the end. I'm glad I waited because it was worth it. I'm glad I didn't quit. I'm glad I didn't throw in the towel because right now, this would be a totally different message. If it would be a message at all, it would be one with regrets. And I don't think no one want to go through their life living with regrets. So this, my friend, is not a message of regret. This is a message of hope. This is a message of redemption. Allowing you to know, my friend, that though it tarry, wait for it. Because it's going to come to pass. But you have to go through some things. It's okay. My grandmother used to always say, if it doesn't kill you, it would only make you stronger. Listen, my friend. Learn how to bend with the wind. Learn how to bend with the wind. You might bend, but you don't have to break. You don't have to break, my friend. Just bend with the wind. And continue to live your life with purpose. Because once again, your dreams, it does matter. Is it easy? No. Challenging? Yes. But it does matter. And you have to know it. If don't nobody else believe in you, you believe in you. You believe in what has been revealed to you. That's all that matters. And this too, my friend, it shall come to pass. They'll see it. And then they'll learn how to appreciate it. Just like Joseph's brothers did. At the time, they didn't understand what they were doing. They didn't understand that they were part of a divine plan. And once again, even though they did something with evil intent, it worked itself out for the good. So even though the world has evil intent toward you, just know that it's going to work itself out for the good. So I want you to be encouraged today. I want you to be inspired today. I want you to remember, my friend, that it's your story and you can rewrite it if you want to. And I want you to remember, my friend, that your dreams, it does matter. And your dreams, it's worth fighting for. Be great today. Be inspired today. And listen. Do it now. Do it now. Something, that's pressing on you right now. Something that you've been wanting to do. You've been procrastinating. Just do it. Get up and do it now. Because the journey, my friend, to 1,000 miles, it begins with just one step. So I want you to take a step today. Take a big step, a leap, my friend. And can you continue to step out? Live your dreams. Believe in your dreams. And wait for it. Because even though it tarry, it shall. It will come to pass. Yes, my friend. Listen, we're halfway through the year. And I know some of you, you're looking at your dreams. You might be a little late on your dreams. Halfway through the year, look at some of the New Year's resolutions that you had, and you feel like, man, I'm falling short. A lot of things I didn't finish, but it's not too late. Go back and finish some things. Some things you started, you didn't complete, go back and finish it. Get some things done. Prioritize what's important to you right now. What matters, to you right now. So prioritize and don't make excuses, but make adjustments today. Make an adjustment, to do something that's going to make you a little better. Make an adjustment, that's going to put you closer, to those dreams that you have, my friend. And enjoy the journey. Smile today. Love on somebody today. Be forgiving today. Forgive yourself today. And continue to challenge this. Continue to challenge your thought process. Because as a man thinketh, so is he. So what are you thinking about? What direction are you going in right now? And is that direction, my friend, is it leading you to your destination? Because every road leads to somewhere. So the road that you're traveling on right now, where is it leading you? Because you're going to arrive, yes, at the end of the year, in December, January 2025, my friend, you're going to arrive But the question is where? Where are you going to arrive at? Where are you going to show up at? And it's all determined, my friend, by the choices that you make right now. The choice to put you on the path to lead you to the place, the desired destination that you want to be. Listen, y'all be great today. Smile, love on somebody today. It ain't gonna cost you nothing to smile. Laugh today, be happy today. Yes. Listen, give to somebody today, give them a hug or whatever, give them a word of encouragement today. Pursue your dreams, my friend. Don't give up. Don't give up. Wait on it. With Terry, continue to wait.